Charlotte was hunched over her laptop in her office, the faint hum of the AC filling the quiet space. Her finger danced across the keyboard when a soft ping from her phone broke the rhythm. She glanced at the screen. Meet me at Star Mall at 10 a.m. The message was simple, yet it brought an unconscious smile to her face. Her eyes darted to the wall clock, 9:30 a.m. Time seemed to skip a bit. Without hesitation, Charlotte saved her work, grabbed her bag, and dashed out of the office. The entrance to Star Mall gleamed in the morning sunlight, one of the most luxurious malls in Bangkok. Its glass facade reflected the city skyline. Charlotte stepped inside, the faint scent of fresh coffee and polished floors surrounding her. Her eyes scanned the grand atrium adorned with silk decoration and bustling with early shoppers. She made her way to the escalators, the soft hum of the moving steps blending into the ground chatter. As she ascended, her heart raced, not just from the climbing, but from a feeling she had not experienced in years. Anticipation. Charlotte, the voice clear and familiar, stopped her in her track. She turned her head sharply. Standing on the descending escalator was a young woman, perhaps 20 or 22. She wore a black jeans and a loose black shirt, her wolf-cut hair framing a mischievous grin. She had a boy's physique, taller than Charlotte, and was waving enthusiastically. Charlotte blinked in disbelief as the woman called out again. It's me, Asher Chaturafat. Her heart jolted as recognition hit her. Asher? Oh, Asher? Charlotte's voice was filled with shock and joy. For a moment, she froze, unsure of what to do. Then she hurried to the top of the escalator, intending to circle back down. But as she stopped onto the descending mode, Asher was already riding back up. The two passed each other, laughing at the ridiculousness of their timing. Well, let me come to you, Charlotte shouted over the loud. No, I will come down, Asher replied. This unintentional game of escalator take continued twice more, drawing amused looks from passerby. By the third time, Charlotte raised a hand, read, stay there, I am coming. Asher, now at the bottom, planted her hand on her hips and nodded. Alright, boss. When Charlotte finally reached the ground floor, she hurried toward Asher. Their eyes met, and for a fleeting moment, it felt as if the whistling world around them had come to a halt. 14 years. 14 years since they would last seen each other. Asher, Charlotte breathed, her voice trembling with a mix of emotion she could not quite name. Hey, Charlie, Asher replied softly, her tone carrying the kind of warmth that felt oddly familiar, like a melody from a long-forgotten song. Charlotte let out a small, awkward laugh to fill the silence. So, how are you? Fine, Asher answered, her hands fidgeting slightly in her pockets. Charlotte's voice trailed off as she searched for something to break the tension. Let's grab some coffee. Yeah, sure. Asher nodded, falling into step behind Charlotte as she led the way toward the mall's cafe counter. The short walk felt longer than it should have, the silence between them amplifying every unspoken word. By the time they sat down at a small table, facing each other, the air felt thick with unaddressed memories. Charlotte cleared her throat, leaning forwards slightly. So, how are you? I'm fine, Asher replied, her tone even. What about? I'm great, Charlotte said with a forced brightness. Life's perfect, a life of perfection. Asher nodded slowly, faint, almost imperceptible smile flickering across her lips. But before the conversation could spiral into silence again, Charlotte hesitated and then asked, How did you get my number? Asher blinked, caught off guard. Minji gave it to me, she said sheepishly, scratching the back of her head. Minji, Charlotte echoed, her brow furrowing slightly as she remembered their mutual friend. But before Charlotte could delve further into that thought, Asher shifted in her chair, her gaze steady but her tone hesitant. Well, how did you know I was not involved in that cheating thing? Back in school, the question hit Charlotte like a sudden gust of cold wind. She adjusted her posture, clearing her throat, and avoided Asher's gaze for a moment. It was Minji, Charlotte admitted quietly. She told me that about everything after you had left the school. Asher nodded, leaning back in her chair, her expression unreadable. The memory came floating back to the childhood back in her primary school. She would been the spoiled brat, the one who copied homework and found ways to cheat on exams. When a teacher caught her red-handed in the fourth grade, someone had whispered that it was Asher who ratted her out. The rumor spread like wildfire. Charlotte's anger turned into resentment, and that resentment shattered their friendship. By the time Charlotte learned the truth, that it had been another classmate who had reported her, it was too late. Asher was gone. Charlotte's thoughts swirled until she was pulled back by Asher's voice. I think you should try the mango rice. It's good. Charlotte blinked, realizing that Asher had placed a portion of mango rice on her plate. She hesitated, taking a small bite. The taste was good, sweet and creamy, but the food barely registered. Asher woke up the courage to ask, "What do you want to meet me today?" The question made Asher pause mid-bite. For a moment, she looked uncertain, almost vulnerable. I just want to see you," Asher said, her voice quiet, almost drowned out by the cafe's chatter. Then, as if to escape the weight of the moment, she reached into her bag and pulled out a small box, placing it gently on the table. "Here, take this." Charlotte stared at the box, confused. "I went to Phuket a week ago," Asher continued, her tone soft, her eyes flickering with a mixture of shyness and something deeper. "I saw this and thought of you. It's a favorite, wooden panda." Charlotte froze. Phuket, the place where they had spent their childhood, the memories of their time together flashed vividly in her mind. Her heart raced as she picked up the box. The simple gesture felt far heavier than it should have, carrying years of unresolved emotions. Opening the box, she saw it, a delicate carved wooden panda, small but intricately detailed. Her fingers trembled as she touched it. "It's perfect," she whispered, but her voice was shaky. Charlotte glanced up at Asher, who was watching her carefully, her lips pressed into a thin line. "Why not?" Charlotte asked, her voice barely audible, the question carrying a weight neither of them could ignore. "Why after all this time?" Asher hesitated, her dark eyes locked onto Charlotte's, searching for the right words. The silence threads thick with emotion. Neither was ready to confront because I never stopped thinking about it, Asher admitted, her voice raw, unshielded. Charlotte's breath hitched, her heart pounded against her rib like a drum beat, frantic and impossible to ignore. She quickly looked away, the truth in Asher's words crashing into her like a wave. And then, as if her own emotion were not enough, her mind darted to the memory of the fortune teller, the strange woman with an enigmatic smile who had said, "You will partner with someone from your past, a woman who is tall and kind." The description fit Asher almost perfectly, too perfectly. Uncomfortable and overwhelmed, Charlotte brushed the thought aside with a forced mental shake. It was just a coincidence, nothing more. Let's sit," she said abruptly, her voice sharper than she intended. She grabbed her fork, focusing intently on the food in front of her. Asher nodded quietly, her gaze lingering on Charlotte for a moment before she began eating. The silence between them was no longer awkward but charged, filled with unsaid words and fragile emotions that neither dared to touch. As the pig had the meals, Charlotte suddenly broke the quiet. "So, where are you in Bangkok?" Asher paused mid-bite, glancing up. Actually, I got a job as a financial manager at CMC company," she said, her tone casual but with a hint of pride. Charlotte froze for a second, a small, fleeting smile curling her lips before she quickly hid it behind her glass of water. She was the CEO of CMC company after all, and the coincidence was almost too perfect. Before Asher could notice her reaction, Charlotte composed herself, her expression neutral. "Where are you staying?" Charlotte asked, her tone more serious now. At a hotel for now," Asher admitted, scratching the back of her neck awkwardly. "I will look for a room to rent soon. Stay at my place," Charlotte said, her voice leaving no room for argument. Asher blinked, startled. "But I don't want to bother you." "No words," Charlotte interrupted, her tone firm, almost commanding. "It's an order." The shift in Charlotte's demeanor was striking. Her usual warmth had been replaced by a CEO-like authority, her expression stern and unyielding. But Asher tried weakly, her voice trailing off under Charlotte's unwavering gaze. "No arguments," Charlotte said, her tone brooking no refusal. Her sharp eyes left no room for negotiation, her resolute expression radiating determination. Asher sighed heavily, knowing deep down that she didn't really have a choice. "All right," she mumbled reluctantly, her voice tinged with resignation. Charlotte nodded curtly, satisfaction flickering in her eyes for a brief moment before she returned to her food. But beneath the surface, both women felt the tension, the years of distance, the weight of unresolved emotions, and the curious pull that drew them back together despite it all. As they ate in silence once more, Charlotte's mind raced. Was this really just a chance reunion, or was it something more? Asher, meanwhile, wondered how much had truly changed in all these years, and how much of her childhood friend still remained in the commanding woman sitting across from her. Charlotte pushed the door open with a confident sweep of her hand. "This is my condo," she said, stepping inside, her heels clicking against the polished wooden floor. Asher followed her hesitantly, her sneakers squeaking slightly. Her eyes widened as she took in the space. Every corner of the condo screamed luxury, sleek furniture, modern decor, and a panoramic window offering a breathtaking view of Bangkok's glittering skyline. "Wow," Asha muttered under her breath, turning in place to take it in all. "This place is something else." Charlotte shot her a glance over her shoulder. "I like things comfortable," she said, matter-of-factly shrugging off the compliment. Asha hesitated, her gaze falling to the floor. "Are you sure about this? I mean, staying here, I don't want to be a burden." Charlotte spun around, her sharp eyes narrowing. "Who said you would be a burden?" she snapped, crossing her arms. Her tone softened slightly as she added, "You can do the chores, cleaning, cooking. Consider it pure rent payment." Asha blinked, caught off guard by Charlotte's bluntness. She let out a resigned sigh and nodded. "All right," she said quietly. But as she stepped forward, her foot caught slightly on the edge of the rug, sending her stumbling. In her attempt to steady herself, she accidentally bumped into Charlotte, who had not moved far. The collision was sudden. Charlotte let out a soft gasp as she lost her balance. But before she could fall, Asher's arm shot out, instantly catching her. Strong hands gripped Charlotte firmly by the waist, pulling her against Asher's solid frame. For a moment, neither moved. Their faces were close, too close. Charlotte could feel the warmth radiating from Asher, could smell the faint trace of something fresh and clean, like the sea after a storm. Her chest brushed against Asher as they both breathed, their heartbeat quick and erratic. "Asher," Charlotte began, her voice barely a whisper. Asher swallowed her gaze locked on Charlotte's. Her hands remained on Charlotte's waist, their grip strong yet gentle, and Charlotte could feel the heat of Asher's touch, even through the fabric of her blouse. "Sorry," Asher said, her voice husky and low. But she didn't move, her eyes searching Charlotte's for something. Charlotte's heart raced, her breath shallow, as her mind screamed at her to step away, but her body betrayed her. Rooted in place, the way Asher was holding her, firm yet protective, sent a rush of emotions through her she was not ready to name. "You can let go now," Charlotte finally managed, her voice shaky, but tinged with something softer. "Right," Asher said quickly, releasing her grip as if she would been burned. She stepped back, her face flushed, and rubbed the back of her neck nervously. Charlotte turned away, smoothing her blouse with trembling hands. "Be careful next time," she muttered, trying to sound nonchalant. "Yeah, sorry about that," Asher replied, her voice softer now. The air between them was charged, thick with unspoken tension. Both women avoided looking at each other for a moment too long, their thoughts racing in different but oddly similar directions. "You will be staying in my room," Charlotte said finally, her voice sharp yet oddly hesitant. She pointed toward the open door at the end of the hallway. "Actually," she continued, her tone softening, "I do have a spare room, but it's a total mess. If you don't mind sharing for now." Asher nodded, her movements slightly stiff, clearly unsure of how to respond. "Okay," she murmured, stepping past Charlotte and making her way toward the indicated room. Charlotte watched her go, her composure unraveling. The moment Asher disappeared inside, she leaned heavily against the doorframe, pressing a hand to her forehead as she struggled to steady her breathing. Her fingers brushed against her waist, the place where Asher's hands had steadied her earlier. The memory of that brief touch lingered, warm, unshakable, sending a strange flutter through her chest. Her heart was still racing, and she bit her lip, trying to push the sensation aside. "This is not happening. It's just Asher, your childhood friend. That's it." But the logical part of her mind could not drown out the quieter voice, whispering that something had shifted between them. The sensation in the air was not imagined. It was there, palpable and heavy, and it terrified her. Charlotte took a deep breath, running a hand through her hair. She could not let this affect her. Not now. Not when Asher had just come back into her life after all these years. Yet the racing of her pulse told a different story. One she was not ready to face. Pushing herself upright, cried. She straightened her blouse and squared her shoulder. Whatever was happening inside her heart would have to wait. For now, she needed to focus on making sure Asher was comfortable. That's all this was. Hospitality. Nothing more. At least that's what she kept telling herself as she stepped into the room, finding Asher standing awkwardly by the window, staring out at the glittering city of lights.